Hello everybody, today I'll be starting a walkthrough of the Amazing Spider-Man video game. Let's get right to it. We're gonna start a new file. This is my first walkthrough. I'm kind of a comic book fan and I thought this game didn't get very much credit this summer. It's actually a open world Spider-Man game which hasn't been done for a while. You can see it's loading right now. Sorry if my capture program isn't the greatest. So that's something you guys are gonna have to kind of deal with. Sorry about that. Do apologize. So let's get right into the action. Once all this junk loads. I don't know how long the opening scene will be. Could be 15 minutes. I don't remember. I have played this through in its entirety, but it's been a while. So let's start a new game. Superhero, hero, human. I'll do hero. It's a little easier. We'll erase my old save game. Yeah, sure, whatever. Kinda sucks that I have to get a whole new file to do this. And there's also going to be no background sound, so I'll just be the one commentating over it. You might be able to hear the TV in the background, because I am filming this to a TV. Yeah, this is a direct sequel to the movie, which I think is interesting. I do like how they made a sequel. Of course, it's kind of a cookie-cutter plot, but it's still interesting. And I do like a early follow-up to the movie. It'll probably be thrown out of canon the second the real Amazing Spider-Man sequel comes out. Maybe not. Hopefully not. I really hope that keep in mind this. This is a really pretty interesting story. Hopefully they don't discanon it. I hope. It doesn't matter if they don't mention it though, or maybe if they did mention it, that'd be a cool nod. So if you did like the movie, this might be a game you want. I'm gonna probably just mute this quick. So, yep. We're walking around with Gwen. She does quite the talk area. I'll just skip the talking since there's no sound, if that's okay with you guys. So there you go. Let's get right to the action. I don't think I've played this game for about a few months now, but I do have everything this game had. That was a pretty cool sequence. Now, the direct gameplay, like the levels, don't have as much attention to detail as later, but I still think they did a pretty good job attention to detail. It's a lot like Arkham Asylum, play-wise. You can tell it was inspired by that. It was kind of the superhero game of the time. They added more of a story to it. I don't know. Am I in the right spot? Yes, I believe I am. I don't know what I have to do here. Maybe. Okay, here I go. Alright, so you can see some Oscorp scientists. Very cool. Oh, this is, of course, the tutorial and epilogue area. The gameplay is actually quite fluid. I at least want to introduce you guys to this game. There are many other people that probably did walkthroughs and reviews on this that are more capable than me. But it's always neat just to kind of show this off, so if you stumble upon it, you can watch someone else's if you want to see something more professional. But thanks for watching anyways. I don't know if I'll do a full series on this. I'm more of a fan of just kind of playing games and showing stuff off that I don't know have huge exposure. This isn't like Gears of War or something that has huge exposure. I bet a lot of kids maybe bought this game, but it's a movie game, so I imagine most people didn't buy it, which is unfortunate because it's a good game. Alright, let's see. Where am I supposed to web rush? Oh, back to Gwen. So as you can see, the gameplay is quite fluid. Kind of physically impossible with Spidey, but I do like it. It's a lot more grounded to a comic universe than Sam Raimi's universe has ever been. And I do like how they expanded it rather than just doing it play-by-play. I would have been fine with play-by-play, by all means, if they did that. But I think Activision really went above and beyond with this game. which I didn't honestly think they would have done. I honestly thought they would have completely half-assed this game. But let's take a look at the footage. Pretty easy to do. I remember most of how to do this. Quite easy puzzles. It was definitely made so that it can be played with little kids, so difficulty probably shouldn't be that hard. There's some spots that are kind of maybe die once or twice. Although I'm not the most die-hard gamer. A lot of you guys out there are probably better than me. So, if that's the case, then this game's probably way simple for you. I never thought it was that hard. There are some hard puzzles, but it's not like some games that you'll just get stuck for a few hours on. This is like, I might get stuck 5 minutes. Now, I'm leaving Gwen behind for now. I have to go to the air vent. I remember all of this. As you can see, the graphics and everything they're trying to do is quite original. Looks like I'm going to have to fight a whole bunch of bad guys. There's my web retreat move. I'll go in for a... Like, this part is really easy. It plays a lot like Arkham Asylum, where you have your Y as counter, and then you have your dodge being Y dash counter. Also, you have your X being your attack. And B is a web move, which is similar to the Batman cowl attack. So, yeah, it's played a lot like it. I do really like the fight sequences. I mean, like, all the unique stuff. Like, this is even before upgrades, and it has all this neat stuff. Very Spider-Man-ish, shows his agility and what you can do with the game. So, very impressive opening. What really impresses me is when we get to the open world. You'll see that in a minute. Pick up Gwen. I do like, Gwen Stacy looks a little different, from Emma Stone, and, you never see Spider-Man out of his suit, if I remember correctly. But, it is very good, very superb. I mean, they look a little different, I don't know, it looks good. I like it. I really do like the Oscorp building. It's a lot, like, the game, you could tell, is kind of beforehand. You can also, like, the talking sequences are a lot like Arkham Asylum. Most of you guys, if you're watching this, have probably seen or played Arkham Asylum as well. You can move your camera around with your joystick. Right now they're just talking about random crap, and I can't skip it. Very cool gameplay mechanics. The story's decent. Of course, it's not, like, very superb like Arkham Asylum, but it's still very cool. I really do like the graphics. I think it's some of the best graphics a movie game has ever brought in, at least. Like, you can see the reflection in his glasses. I don't know how accurate it is, but it still looks really cool. The suit, I'm kind of moving it around so you can see it's very accurate to the movie. I do like all the color schemes. It looks really cool. You can tell his muscularness. Very cool. I plan on doing a part a day if I decide to do it. You get your cell phone. That's really cool. Kind of a real-life connection. Yeah. So back to present. I think I've already beaten the tutorial. So you can see this game kind of flies by. I don't know if I'll have all my old suits, which will kind of suck. I wish they had 3 files. So then I could go around, but I collected all my collectibles on the old game, which took hours. So, minorly regretting I had to start over. Kind of stinks, but whatever. This be the loading screen. Now, also, Gwen explains that she has to stay in kind of quarantine for now, but Spidey is going back, and here's what the city looks like. I think the city is awesome. It's great. My capture card not being great doesn't have the best. It doesn't do it as much justice as some, but you could see it's just fantastic. This is kind of the Twilight version. There's several different lights versions. You have Night, Flame for later in the game. I don't want to spoil what happens. Night, Bright. Um, but let's swing around a bit before I go to the next objective. Yeah, we're not really swinging off of anything, which I find funny. But just look at all that beautiful scenery. I think it's quite nice, and it's one of those great kind of almost makes this game kind of simulation. I don't know. Whoa, crap! Oh yes. Oh yeah, I'm here. I'm ready to fight that guy. All right, let's see. Before I fight him, let's go to my mail. Looks like Gwen's. Okay, let's see. Hi, Peter. I'm glad you're having a blah, 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 blah. Oh, this is saying that, that's cool. It's saying that we're, getting, Aunt May's telling us that we're having fun at our Uncle Stan's, or something. Stan's, I don't know. Aunt May looks like a 35-year-old woman there, so that's kind of weird, but whatever. Gwen, you can read that. There you go. Let's see, we got our upgrade. Let's see. Should I use attack damage, surprise power attack, combat boost, web bounce, or web rush? I'll do attack damage. Yeah, I want 25% more damage. That'll do the most good right now, because I'm kind of a wimp. Okay. Nice. We got the lizards. So they tie into the movie a lot. Being that there's no sound, unfortunately, you can't hear what's going on. But right now, they pretty much just talk about lizards and garbage. Yeah. I think if I die multiple times, I'll cut out 1 or 2 deaths, but I will show you my first 1 or 2 tries for sure. I don't want it to look like I edited out my deaths, but I'll explain why I'm doing that. If I do, it'll just be because I fail several times and need to figure something out. Then I'll show you for real. Because I don't want to bore you guys with having to watch me die 100 times. Which does happen occasionally. Alright, I don't remember how to beat this boss. Maybe I have to take out his legs, I think. Oh no, I have to take out his eyes. I got really lucky getting there. Alright, now I know how to do that. This guy's easy. I remember him. At first, when I first walked out and I first played this game, I was like, how the hell am I going to beat this guy? But I think you have to fight more of these guys later, or at least similar guys. They're much worse later in the game. Alright, let's see. Get that guy on top. Is that it? No. It's far from it. Alright, now I'm going around the park. Web strike him, see? Nope. I really do like all the scale and stuff in this game. Like, the camera angles are just pretty dang good for a movie game. This is probably one of my favorite movie games of all time. Obviously, the story is not the greatest, but, I mean, for a movie game, it's definitely something you don't want to pass up. It's kind of its own game, too, which I like. They stamped on its own name. I wish they said kind of like a sequel to the movie on it, because I think then it would have got a little more looked at. I don't know anything about I assume the PlayStation version's the same, but I assume there's also like DS and Game Boy and all that versions. Oh, that's always sick when you do that. Okay. Alright, that guy's done for. Perfect. Alright. Let's see where else we can go. See what else we can do. Nope. Far am I coming up on? Coming up on 15 minutes, so I think I'll beat this boss. Head to the apartment. Then I'll be done for the day. Or maybe I'll do 2 parts today, but I don't want to do it all in one part. Bore you guys. Also, I don't know how long I can do on YouTube right now. Because I know time upgrades later. I think I might have to, yeah. Okay, there I go. It really spoon feeds you. I don't know if it does this on expert or what, but it does, so that stinks. Okay, take that out. Yeah, taking out the trash. Alright, he's done for. I think there might be DLC for this game, which I don't have. I know there's a Stan DLC, Stanley, which I don't have. That's pretty cool. The guy's, as you can see, getting destroyed. Okay, freak, he's still at it. Yes, I think I take out his legs now. Maybe. Maybe? Yeah. Okay, crap. Don't want to go for the head. Web shoot his legs. Okay. Really spoon feeds us this. Later in the game, we'd probably have to figure that out ourselves. Oh, took a hit there. That's surprising. Oh, crap. Okay, I gotta keep moving. So they're not completely spoon feeding you. Okay, now he's pissed. Okay, let's keep shooting webs. It like auto aims for you, so you're pretty much good if you got any ounce of being able to press the B button. Yeah, I would have got hit there in real life, but whatever. Okay, take him out. Ugh. Yep, got him. Gonna get behind that little ounce of cover I have. I'm just gonna keep going for a sec. Yeah. Okay, Spidey, take him out. Oh, one more leg. I don't quite understand why I need to get all the legs. But apparently it completely demobilized him. Yeah, RB. Alright, so I'm tapping on the head. Alright, I don't quite understand what's happening right now. Okay. So it looks like Oscorp has some technology coming out right now. Alright, we took him down. That's pretty cool. Just misses me. Looks like something out of Transformers 3. Now that's pretty cool. I'll sit through whatever talking there is left. There's also these New York thoughts. These are pretty stupid. They're simulating Twitter. It's been hour 5 now. It's been 5 hours. It's been hours now? I can't tell if that's hours space 5. Whatever. So, this is where I'll leave off. Thanks for watching my first walkthrough part of Amazing Spider-Man. I don't plan on doing many of these because I just like doing reviews more, but my brother's Link to the Past review right now is taking a while to film, so for the time being, I'm going to probably do these when we're really in a dry spell. So thanks for watching, guys. I really appreciate it, and I'll see you guys for part 2 coming up